and welcome to day number 197, September the 8th. Finished up today here in Ukraine. It'll be September the 9th now as I'm recording this, and you'll be watching it in just a little while. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for continuing to support and serve. We've got one more day. Tomorrow we're loading 2 vans and 2 full trailers, and then Saturday morning, very bright and early, we'll be heading south and east. Now I can tell you this, the weather is changing significantly. Today is the last pretty day. Today was probably mid-60s and sunny, but starting tomorrow, in fact, the weather has already changed, but starting tomorrow, we're gonna be looking at rain and the beginning of the quick fall season. Be looking at temperatures in the upper 50s, dropping down in the 30s in the nighttime, and looking at pretty heavy rain over the next 4 days, right while we're doing our run. Unfortunately, this brings clouds into the game, and of course, when cloudy conditions are in place, it does increase the cruise missile activity, just due to the weather and to the clouds. And also the inability for drones to operate, the ones that are running by sightline, as much. So we'll be careful and we'll be watching that. Now, thank you, and just amazing what's happening. But first, I want to start here tonight with Kharkiv. Kharkiv right now is under an intense assault. A massive attack is underway on Kharkiv city through long-range shelling and cruise missiles, but there is a reason for that, and the reason is good. Today, Ukraine was able to take back a city that actually President Zelensky had requested them to take back, and that is the city of Balakliia. This is located just southeast of Kharkiv. In fact, I can tell you guys now that it's very close to the area where we were. We were right up in this area a few days ago when we were helping the soldiers there in the Kharkiv region. And the cool thing is that this is where it gets really cool. The soldiers we helped, and we can tell you now, was the Kraken unit, and that is a special unit of soldiers that are operating in the Kharkiv region. And that is who we were working with. And some of the very soldiers that we were working with and helping, they were the ones that today liberated Balakliia. And not only did they liberate it, but they posted a video of them standing on the occupant's flag and telling President Zelensky that we've accomplished what you've asked us to accomplish. We've taken this city. It happened at 4 o'clock today, and we have liberated this place. It's a powerful little video, and I'm going to show that to you right now.
Пане президент, пане головнокомандуючий, місто Балаклія, Харківської області, взято під контроль. Наказ виконано. Російські окупаційні війська відійшли. Спецпідрозділ Головного управління розвідки Кракен. Сьогодні, 8 вересня, 16:00. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
There in the video, the guys were saying, difficult to hear with the wind there, but exactly what I told you prior to the video. President Zelensky, we did what you told us to do. We delivered this city. We are members of the Kraken unit out of Kharkiv, and we liberated this city today at 4 o'clock. They then said Slava Ukraina and Geroyam Slava, which means glory to Ukraine and glory to the heroes. That would be those that have given their lives to fight for Ukraine. Second thing that we did in our run to Kharkiv was that we delivered staples to soldiers on the front line. Not the staples that you use in paper, but these are big staples that actually our group here, our people here in Khmelnytsky hand make in metal shops out of rebar, and they use them for their trenches, for their security. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that right now because in the Kharkiv area where the fighting is so intense, we're making a difference there by also helping them to maintain their security through staples. Check this one out.
Okay, so I can show.
We're in one of our warehouses here with supplies, and I wanted to show you guys this. We just delivered some of these to soldiers.
It's a staples.
Yep, so explain what this is.
It's like,
Our team hand makes these.
yes, it's
Okay.
a handmade. I have a video I will add to this. So this staple, they connect, fix the logs, the big wooden logs.
When they're building bunkers.
Yes, where they're building bunkers or the corners in trenches.
Corners in the trenches.
Yeah, so
They use these staples, and we delivered some last week
yes,
at Kharkiv and got something we want to show you. So
yes.
check this out, a nice thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you from that guys.
I think they're going to say thank you.
They did.
Yes, they did. I've got it. Here it goes.
Yes.
Спасибо волонтерам за надану допомогу. Оці скоби. Ідуть вони всі по назначенню. Зараз покажемо куди. Ось збиваємо.
You know, there's nothing better than physically doing something like those staples and then getting them to the soldiers. And then very soon after, we get a thank you personally back to us from the guys right in the field where they're using them. You know, that's what it's going to take to win this war. Now, with that said, I want to move on to something different now and talk a little bit about the nuclear power plants. They are continuing to be a major issue here. And yes, I said nuclear power plants. First, I want to look at, of course, this is Zaporozhye here that I just circled on the map. This is the one that, of course, is the center story here. It is continuing to be shelled, but there are three others. One north of Odessa there, a large nuclear power plant as well. Even up in the northwest there in Rivne and Khmelnytsky, we have a very powerful nuclear power plant located here. On the northern border above these power plants, the activity is increasing exponentially in Belarus as far as air and also ground troops having activity up against the border. And today, unfortunately, Russia came out and directly threatened the Rivne and Khmelnytsky nuclear power plants directly, saying that they would strike these power plants. Folks, let me explain to you what this is. Of course, it's fear tactics, it's propaganda, but when it comes down to it, it is what I'm spelling right here for you now. It is nuclear terrorism. And unfortunately, instead of diminishing, it appears to be increasing here in Ukraine. For the last part tonight, I want to share with you guys a real person story. This is going to be the mother and the sister of a fallen soldier. These folks had to be rescued out of the Mykolaiv area. And tonight we're going to share their story. Zhenya and I went by to deliver some food to help them. And we started talking with them. And they began to tell us a story. Actually, it was the sister who was telling us the story to start. And then I turned around and I saw the mother crying. If you ever wonder why we do what we do, why we've done this for 197 days straight, why we are going to push it a little bit to head to some of the regions that we will be heading to. I'll throw them up on the map right now. I can just tell you that we're going south and we're going east. And I mean way east. For those of you that have been watching the stream for a long time, you realize, looking over there to the right, one of those cities that I've told you I've worked in many, many times. That is our destination. We've got quite a few families there that have nothing and are struggling. So we're going to make a run and we're going to help those guys. But these are the stories that happen. And this is why we do what we do. This is why you've given money. This is why you're here every night. This is why you have bought tourniquets. And this is why Ukraine must and will win this war. So tonight, for our last segment, I want to give you a inside look into a mother and a sister who lost their brother and son.
А можна пару питань вам задати? Окей, потому что тут вроде. Откуда вы расскажите, вот, друзья?
Ми з Миколаївської області, з Київського району, село Широк, селище.
Широке. It's Миколаїв.
Область.
Область, you know. І вам прийшлось виїжджати, да?
Ну, так.
А зараз там окупована територія?
Ні, зараз не окуповано, але 70%, мабуть, десь приблизно 70%, що будинки.
It was deoccupied, I mean, our guys took it back, this territory, but 70% of the houses were destroyed.
So there's nowhere to go, really.
И говорит, вам по сути нету куда возвращаться, да?
Да. But we're glad we can help you.
Ну, говорит, ми раді, що можемо вам допомогти.
Ми дуже велике вам дякую, що ви нам допомогли.
Really thankful that you're helping us all the time. И у вас семья, у вас вы потеряли, да, кого-то с родственников?
Брат, рідного. Це ось мама моя. Ми зараз шукаємо, як його вивезти.
И он...
Почему плакала?
Her son died.
Oh,
He was killed there.
My goodness. In the war.
Yeah.
It's from. I'm sorry.
Очень, говорит, мне очень жаль. Мы не смогли забрать, да? They couldn't take body out.
Там окупована територія.
It's on occupied territory, still there.
Осталася без хати, без
No house,
сина.
and no son.
Мама теж викинула, ми окремо жили.
They were living in the different places, but both houses are destroyed.
You get to times like this, there's no words. What do you say?
І тільки за що в нього й жила, що
I was leaving. I mean, it was like he was like encouraging me to live. He was in army for years. He was helping all the people around.
Ну, він з мамою жив, і мама
He was living with mother
третьої
because
групи.
mother she's partial disabled person.
Мамі 12 років назад робили операцію на серці.
She had like heart surgery 12 years ago.
То виходить, що він пішов, тому що лікарства дуже дорогі, і
He was on a
він допомагав
contract,
дуже мамі.
and because of the money he was helping, but he was on the contract before the war. But the contract, it's like he had to help fight for his land.
Sure. Well, times like this, there's no words.
В такие времена нет слов, чтобы сказать, кроме того, чтобы просто.
зараз покажу сина свого.
I want to show his pictures, пожалуйста.
Please.
Це нам поки дали квартиру, щоб поки вона продається.
While these apartments are on sale, they allowed us to stay here. Okay. His picture.
Он герой.
Он герой.
Он герой.
У нього орден є, є орден,
He got medal.
Да.
є орден. Покажу.
passport. Oh, medal.
Yes.
Він раніше був.
It's before.
What?
Before. He was, because we had war from 2014.
Yes.
He was fighting for Ukraine there.
Wow.
He says veteran of war. 2019 issued this medal, was honored to him.
What day did he lose his life?
А в какой день его убили?
19 апреля.
April 19.
13 апреля йому було 38 років.
13 April he was 38.
19-го.
So
8 years old. Well, we're very sorry,
дуже шкода.
but your son didn't die for nothing.
Но ваш сын, он не просто умер, он герой.
Fighting for freedom
Он сражался за свободу
Всі кажуть, що
Да.
він про нього
and
мене.
truth.
и за правду.
Yeah.
І
And
завжди всі попагаби були вдома.
He was
А
helping
дзвонять йому з Нової Каховки
all the
дівчата із Херсонської області.
from
що не
Nova
можуть-
Kakhovka.
Не можуть виїхати.
The girls
Воєнні, да.
couldn't
І якраз туди
leave
зайшли
that place
руські,
from the
да.
occupied territory.
Яка зарплата була? Каже, мам, я тобі нічого не дам.
And he said,
Я, каже,
Mom,
поможу дівчатам.
I will not help you financially this time
Да,
because I
і
want
дав.
to help
Дав їм,
the
і
girls.
дівчата виїхали воєнні, да. Зараз вони визванюють, да, до дочки дзвонять.
And now these girls are calling, checking out.
Ніхто не вірить, що він погиб. Він такий був завжди.
The people cannot believe that he died because he was such a person.
Слов нема.
I have no words.
Alexander. Well, the world, we're doing all that we can, and I know it's very painful. And a lot of people don't know that this is the reality of war here. But we're doing our best.
Мы будем стоять рядом, и мир знает, что происходит в Украине, и мы будем помогать, чем можем.
Дякую.
І
Thank
ми
you.
вас любимо.
С
І ми стоїмо вместе
Love you too.
до победи.
Thank you.
Ми віримо, що.
And we believe in the victory. Вот.
Дякую.
Okay. I want to say a couple things. И смотрите, вы дальше куда? У вас какие дальше планы? И вы пока не знаете, что будет.
Туди нам нема куди вертатися додому. Спасибо.
Спасибо. Возможности я не буду ничего обещать. Вот, но сейчас пока мы можем поддерживать все время тем, чем можем
Сразу.
поддерживать.
Як ми приїхали,
Ага.
нам ніхто так не поміг, як ви. Привезли ми раді були той каструлі, що нам привезли ту каструлю. Да, що
She
привезли.
says that
Да.
nobody did help us.
Да.
As you.
Продукти, в нас взагалі нічого не було.
We
Молоко,
had nothing.
ігрушки, все.
Even toys to
Да.
to
Ніхто нам так зразу не поміг, як.
Nobody
Як ви,
was
да.
helping as your organization. So they said that we bought a pot, big one.
Ми жили в
This-
общежитті.
You remember that hostel I was showing you for refugees?
Yes.
They were staying there.
Oh.
And I had picture video from that time helping them as well. So just I wanted for you to know. Я йому пояснив, що ми туди приходили теж. Сьогодні показував йому це, общежиття з медколеджа.
Да, спасибо вам.
It's-
Кажа, ви-
Дякую вам.
Да, ви стільки нам вони помогли, да.
They did help us so much.
It's our honor to
Що
help.
от ми вместе, це одна з всіх було. Це
Наші
наша
хлопці,
честь.
футболісти, да, дуже
My grandsons are like soccer players, sportsmen.
онуки
Beautiful.
в нього, внуки, да. Його-
Beautiful.
So,
We love you.
з любов'ю.
Да.
Тримайтеся.
Just a devastating story there. The sadness of the mother, the agony, and the sister. They have nothing, and they've lost their son and brother. This is why we're here. This is why we do what we do. And I thank you for being here tonight, as always. Hope you guys have a great evening. Remember these people that are struggling over here by the thousands. May the Lord bless you tonight. Peace to you. Peace to Ukraine. We'll see you tomorrow.